Well, good morning. It is Monday morning. This is Elvis Boy, and I am taking this day off. We're going to head out to the Slabs and interview somebody that I've been wanting to talk to for a while. I went out there and found this young lady at one of the little vendor shops along the road. Her name is Sophie, and let's go out and talk to Sophie and find out a little bit more about her and her fascinating story. And yeah, we're heading out to the Slabs. Monday morning, beautiful day. Kind of windy, but it's all at my back. I'm in George Strait. It's going to be a good day. So let's go out and talk to Sophie. I know some of you guys don't watch the whole video, but today you have to watch the whole video because there's something at the end that was such a treat. Sophie shared some of her talent with us, so stick around to the end. You won't be disappointed. Well, here I am trying to get into Slab City, but the first time I have ever seen this today, a train is blocking the road. And these nice folks here said that it's been here for about 45 minutes. I called Sophie on the inside. She said it should be moving soon, but that's interesting. A train just sitting right there in the middle of the road. On a warm summer night, on a train bound for nowhere, trying to go to Slab City and talk to Sophie. But I can't move an inch because I'm sitting at the train tracks waiting for this train to move. It might be a while.
There's a camera up there. Oh, geez.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, I figured we're here at the intersection, see what there is to see right here.
I know. Well,
but there's
over here. That's what I thought.
That's kind of funny. They have
Yeah.
a camera. It's not like that important of a place. I mean, you
Well,
know,
who's
there's
gonna-
nothing worth stealing or wrecking around here.
what the heck?
Yeah, it's like that's kind of.
I mean, there's
unusual.
only, what, 4 trailers over there?
Private property, no trespassing.
Yeah.
Now, let's not let anybody get in there.
But they planted these beautiful little trees along there.
Well, here we have an old architecture piece here, an adobe home created by some people from Nyland's distant past, the Nyland ruins, I guess. That's not very interesting.
Competition with the big-
So everybody, the train moved, and we are here with Sophie in Slab City. How's it going, Sophie?
Hi, good.
Well, thank you for allowing us to come out and visit you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, cool. How long have you been out here?
I've been out here 3 years, and I've been in this spot for 2 years.
So what was the initial catalyst that fueled you to come out here to Slab City?
Well, I was living in Ohio, and then I was homeless in Ohio, and then we started living in a van, and eventually I just, through traveling, ended up out here and decided to stay out here.
So you were one of those van lifers,
Yeah, for a little while.
living in a van?
For a little
That
while,
seems
yeah.
to be America's fantasy now, to
Yeah.
get a van and go across the country and
Yeah.
live in a van. And there's so many YouTube channels that people are doing that, and I
Mm-hmm.
think people are fascinated. But people are more fascinated with life out here.
Really?
I think so. Because, the rest of the country doesn't have a Slab City. And so you
That's
enjoy it
true.
out here?
I do enjoy it out here. Now you can squat lots of places in the rest of the country. There's lots of patches of woods where no one's going to bother you or even know that you're there, which I've done that also. But it tends to be really lonely, and you dodge the cops all the time. So it's nice that out here we have a community, and we're sort of like allowed to be out here, right? Like where I live, this isn't actually technically Slab City. I'm about 2 miles away, and it's on private property. But there's been camps out here for decades, and no one seems to mess with us or really kick us off.
Yeah, this is a fantastic little place you have here.
Thanks.
It's so different than most of the people in the Slabs. It's almost like a vacation spot on a tropical island.
We've done a lot of work on it. When we got here, well, I started out I only had that one tree, and I started out living in a tent, and that was about all I had 2 years ago. And then this whole spot here, someone else was living here, and it was just garbage everywhere and junked out cars and everything. And so we put a lot of work into cleaning it up, and then just building the stuff. It's
It looks like a movie set almost. like Friends in the slabs.
Thanks. We just got this little garage area and the sink and everything. We just got that built a couple weeks
How
ago,
cool
I
is
think.
that? You could almost put up a big cloth screen here and get yourself a projector and have movie night out here.
That would be neat. That would be neat. We need to work on putting a roof over it is, I think, our next thing, because that'll be important in the summertime.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Dot, she's got a really neat thing. Have you ever visited her pool?
Yeah.
And where she's got drapes and layers that keep things cool in the summertime.
Yeah, she's got a cool spot over there with her little workshop in the pool area and
By
stuff.
the way, hey Dot, we'll see you soon.
Hey, Dot.
So what is so when you first came out to the slabs, you said you lived in a tent. What was the biggest challenge that you had when you first came out here?
Biggest challenge that I had.
Because it's a big change of lifestyle.
Well, I was I'd already lived in a tent, and I'd already been homeless and lived out in the woods and built my own camp in Ohio. So that was actually a lot harder than it is here because it was really cold there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
So you were kind of accustomed to off-grid living
Yeah.
in the
yeah.
first place?
I think not having a vehicle is probably the most challenging part because it's 2 miles up to the slabs, it's 2 miles down an island, so there's a lot of walking involved.
Yeah. And most of the people out here that I found that have vehicles, they just become thrashed
Yeah.
before you know it.
Yeah.
So many people have said, yeah, this was my car. And it's just sitting there, all the parts are gone and all of that. But,
yeah, it's hard on cars, all the dust and dirt and the lovely maintenance of the roads out here as well.
So where are you from originally?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. So you just kind of upped and left? You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah. I've got a brother. I've got 2 step siblings, and mom and dad. And, I've got a daughter out there. Hi, Coraline.
Hey, Coraline. She'll see it.
Yeah, she will.
But yeah, this is amazing. And you have some musical ability too, from what I
Yeah,
have
I can play the
heard.
piano a little bit.
Well, maybe you can demonstrate a little bit
Sure.
for us. Well, you want to give us a little tour of your place, or not
Yeah.
too intimate, of course, but
Sure.
got to have your privacy. Oh, I like this already.
Thanks. I made all of these. They're all books that I read, and then I folded them up, and they kind of look like little lanterns.
Wow. Like everybody out here, they all dance to the beat of their own drums.
Yeah.
And that's what I find so refreshing.
It's definitely cool.
I
I
love
made that
that.
out of a mannequin, and then I just dipped some sheets in paint and water, half and half, draped it over, kind of made it look like a Greek statue.
Yeah, a Greek statue meets Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. She's kind of cool. That's one of my favorite things that I've
The
made.
sexy Statue of Liberty.
We've got our little water feature going on there.
Wow, this is very Lord of the Ringsy.
Oh, really? Thank you. That's
See a
awesome.
hobbit running around here.
That's a wonderful compliment.
Yeah, it's so neat. Oh my goodness, flowers. It's eclectic. I really like this little place you have here.
Thank you.
And this is a little bench that you can
Yeah, it's a little swing.
kind of swing on.
And we've got a lot of solar lights and stuff, so at night it's got lights up and everything. So it's pretty cool.
How neat.
This is our living room, and then if you come through here, and that's just the bathroom. It's there, but we don't need to put that much
That's
attention
cool.
to it.
Little walkway.
And then we haven't done anything with this tree yet, but I kind of think I want to put formal dining room in it because I just think that'd be kind of
So
whimsical.
this is your plot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And your
And there's-
garden?
Yeah, we got a little garden. We just started it.
Neat.
And here's my kitchen. It's,
So you've got this separated into little rooms.
yeah.
I feel like Huell Hauser on California's Gold right now. My goodness.
Yeah, I found a gallon of pink paint out in the desert, and so I just kind of went
So I
with
see
it.
you have Hell. Is this Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, chef. Wow, how cool. And the sand is very beachy.
Yeah, yeah. When that flood came, we got a whole lot of sand. We didn't always have this much sand. That's still kind of a work in progress over there.
So this is where you go and you want to be away from everything. So that's like a bathroom thing right there.
It's going to be a shower.
Oh, neat.
We just don't quite have it all set up yet.
Cool. I say cool a lot. I say cool way too much. And this is your music room?
Yeah, that's my piano. And it's just like a little closet over there.
What is your typical day like out here in the slabs? Like when you get up in the morning?
I mean, when I get up in the morning, it's not nearly as exciting as you're gonna want it to be because I make coffee and do the dishes and let the dog out and water the plants and read books and, do art just like everybody else.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
still work down at the little gift shop?
I haven't been there for a while, but I'm working on getting some more stuff together so I can start selling some art again.
Do you have a like a Cash App? Or,
I have a Cash App, yeah.
What I can do is maybe if you can text that to me, I'll put it up on the video.
Okay.
But I'll put the links down below if you want to donate to Sophie. I feel like I'm enriched for having met you today, Sophie. Hey, Sophie, so how were you affected by all the rains that we had out here? Because you're right
man.
next to the canal area.
That flood on September 1st was bad. It took, almost everything we've built has been since then that we've had to do. Like we've dug out this whole area. The sand it brought in 3 feet of sand. The whole canal was filled with sand. You could walk across it there for a while. So a lot of the stuff that I had ended up way out there in the desert. But that's all right.
Yeah. I know down the road into Angie's place, her road was all washed out.
Yeah, our road
It's
washes
terrible.
out, and half of it breaks off down there every time it rains almost, and they keep rebuilding it with sand. So it keeps happening,
Yeah.
But
Well, you're a trooper.
we've
You've
learned
gotta-
from it, Now we don't really keep a whole lot out in the middle here, which is right where the river comes through when it does rain. So we've
I
been
can
all
hear
right.
steel drum music in the background when I see this. Little tiki torches.
Yeah, I used to have this walk-in closet before the flood that was really cool, and I built the whole thing out of palm fronds and saran wrap. And it was like you'd walk down a couple levels, and it was like real neat in there, but it got filled up real high with mud, and so I had to just rip the whole thing down because you had to like get on your hands and knees and crawl into it after the flood, and it was just no good.
So we've got a real treat in store for us today. Sophie plays piano, and she's going to play a little tune for us. So exciting. thank you so much for your support, everybody. And thank you, Sophie. And remember, embrace the positivity in your life. Get rid of that negative thing in your life, whatever that might be. Negative people, negative everything. Because I always say it, life is too short for anything but joy. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again, Sophie.
Thanks. See ya.